Now, the federal government, through the National Identity Management Commission, has planned to unveil a new national identity card layered with payment capabilities and social service features. This new card, developed in collaboration with the Central Bank of Nigeria and the Nigerian Interbank Settlement System, will be powered by a national domestic card scheme. The national ID card, fortified with verifiable national identity features, is supported by the NIMSI Act number 23 of 2007, which mandates the enrollment and issuance of a general multi-purpose card to Nigerians and legal residents. The National Identity Management Commission said the initiative aims to meet demand for physical identification, enabling cardholders to verify their identity and access both government and private social services. The National ID card will promote financial inclusion, empower citizens, and foster increased participation in nations building endeavors. Also, the Nigerian National Identification Card is designed to combine about two services: the identity to identify, of course, Nigerians, and also to provide the same information and services a U.S. social security number provides to an American, and what the national insurance numbers provide to a British. Now, having a reliable national identification card and citizen register will be a good complement for the National Planning, Election Census Board, law enforcement, banking, tax collection, pension board, education, and in fact, the judiciary. However, Nigeria's national ID card project has become a matter of worrisome to many Nigerians, as no administration has been able to break this jinx, and provide all Nigerians with identity cards since the project was started in 1963. That is a long time. And it is funny anyways, but then funny enough, every successive administration has been allocating yearly fund for this particular project. So this is what, of course, we will be talking at. We'll be looking at, Tinubu's administration making efforts to break this particular jinx in order to enable every Nigerian get their own national ID card. Of course, we have someone we tried to contact National Identity Management Commission to come, to a show and give an update on the project, but of course, they declined to come. And since the nation which don't find their national ID cards will be preyed upon by other nations, we all see how these people tend to there's a bit of disrespect to Nigerians when you go to other places, because we don't really have solid, ID card that we could use in international level to easily, connect us when you're there, to just prove yourself, to say, yes, I'm a Nigerian, and they could easily swap it somewhere and get your own data from your country. That would bring a huge respect for Nigerians in diaspora. But then all of this is something that we'll be talking and dissecting about, and we'll definitely want to open the phone line to hear from you on all of that. But before then, I want to give you the features of this national identity card that was included in the statement that was released. Of course, it says some of the key features of this new ID card. They have a machine readable zone, that's the MRZ, in confirmation with the ICAO rather, for e-passport information. We have identity card issue date and document number in line with the ICAO standard. We have additional features which include travel, health, insurance information, also micro loans, agriculture, food stamps, transport, and energy subsidies, etc. It says Nigeria's quick response code also is there, and it's containing the national identification number. There's also biometrics, also authentication, such as fingerprints and pictures as the primary medium for the identity verification through the data on the card chip. There's offline capability that allows transaction in areas with limited network coverage or zero infrastructure connectivity. I had someone praying saying, I hope one day Nigeria would have a Wi-Fi that would be quick in doing all, getting our transactions done. Well, this is another thing that would assist even with a place that has low network or limited network. There's also functionality as a debit and prepaid card, also catering for both the banked and unbanked individuals. The statement explained the procedures, of course, of getting this card, saying requests for cards by registered citizens and legal residents will be made available online at either commercial bank, various agencies, or agents participating in multiple programs and or any NIMSI offices nationwide. So it's not just one, which when it came to the national identity card, a lot of Nigerians had to suffer long queues by standing because it was only NIMSI that were issuing it. But then now they're saying you can get it in various places, like even the banking institutions and all of that. So that they've made it a bit easier for Nigerians to have access without excessive queues for months. But also this is by choice because they say about 104 million Nigerians, are open to getting it. And already it starts with people that already have their own national identification card. So let's hear from you. We're going to, of course, put the number on your screen. Go ahead and call us and share your thoughts on what you think about this, progress that the federal government or the Tinubu-led administration is putting out to start with, considering this is something that has been in existence. All right, so we have a caller. Good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning. It's good to have you. Your name and location, please. Are you with us?
Please, my name is Monday. I'm calling from Delta State.
Okay, from Delta State. Okay, it's good to have you. Please tone down the volume of your TV set. Please tone down the volume of your TV set and talk to us through your phone.
All right.
I can still hear myself through your phone. Can you tone down the volume, please?
I can hear you. Can you hear me now?
Yes, I can. All right, go ahead with your thoughts.
Okay. Yes, I want to contribute to the new national ID card that they just unveiled.
Of course.
So my question is that I don't understand, because the last one we did, it told us that the national identity card will be linked to so many things to identify citizens for progress and for security. But now what we are seeing is a different thing in terms of security and otherwise. So my question is that this one that they introduce now, what would be the use of it?
All right, thank you so much. I think I would answer it due to, based on what the statement read. The statement explained that this card is going to be out, considering, don't forget, recently the central bank has given ultimatum to banks that everybody must connect their NIN to their BVNs and at the same spot. So now the thought of having ID card that would carry all of this would also make it easier to locate, even when it comes to security management. It comes to even you as a person, it becomes easier for you to just own a card that would easily identify you. You can make a lot of transactions, and it gives you advantage, when you travel even outside the country, because you have this. And this is something that has been, established in a lot of countries. We know even Koreans tend to have just one card that does every transaction for them, the USA and also the UK. So does that answer your question? I hope it does. Anyways, this is the details that the statement gave on the plans and the promises of what this card would hold. And let's not forget, of course, this plan has been in existence since 1963. All right, good morning. We have another caller. Good morning. Are you with us?
Hello, good morning.
Yes, it's good to have you. Your name and location, please.
Good morning. My name is Jibrin Ubreda. I'm calling from Gwagwalada.
It's good to have you, Jibrin. Go ahead. Is Jibrin still with us?
Yes, I'm still with you.
Okay, go ahead with your thoughts.
I'm talking about this national identity card. Means there is nothing one Nigeria should benefit from this government. What kind of money should they pay again? And this national identification card, they have been suffering Nigerians. But there is no any continuities of government in Nigeria.
You don't think the national identity card is a good step?
Yeah?
You don't think it's a good step, for the...
It's not a good step. What of the one they have suffered people? And then even the pandemic, during that pandemic, it make a people suffer. That they will link up to date, they have not linked anything, and they are now coming up again with another terminology. Let me use that word that they will be linking to everything. In fact, what we are doing, even though people cannot talk, God will judge us. We have to be realistic with ourselves. Anything we are doing, we should be straightforward. People will be queuing, even those who are looking for admission, they were queuing, jam, WAEC. Students were suffering, and then they now come with another mode of this thing again. What kind of thing is this? We should consider the poor, consider the masses. It's not because you have reached the apex today, tomorrow you begin to suffer people. Be careful of, as you are climbing ladder, there are people behind you. That's my only two contribution I can make.
Thank you so much, Jibrin, for your contribution. Of course, Nigerians are a bit concerned about the process of all of that, and their thought is not something that could be swept off, down the carpet. It has to be put out there. We know how it can be stressful for Nigerians. All right, we have another caller. Good morning.
Hello.
Yeah, good morning. Your name and location, please.
Good. Hello.
Yes, I'm with you. Your name and location, please.
Sam, come in, please.
Can you be more louder? I can't really hear you. Okay, please go ahead. Call us back on this. And while you're calling, turn down the volume of your TV set. Let's hear your thoughts on the new national identity card project that has, started by the Tinubu-led administration. Good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Yes, good morning. Your name and location, please.
Okay, I'm calling from Ajakuta, Kogi State.
You're calling from Katsina?
Kogi.
Oh, from Kogi State. Thank you for joining us. Go ahead with your thoughts.
Okay, what happened to the old, the former national ID card that we are using?
The former national ID card is what would be used to transform, this one.
Because even though that former one, you know that if there's any issue there, the specs involved and the cost of from one place to another, do this one, and this one that's coming now, that those who have already taken the amendment, the old one, what will happen again? Does it mean that they are going to start all over?
Are you still with us?
Yes, I'm with you.
Okay, so what I would want you to just repeat a bit what you said earlier.
Like some people now, they have problems with the date of birth, or maybe between those of filling the former one, there was mistake. And it takes them a lot of steps before they do the correction or amendment. So the new one that is coming now, how will that one look like? Will that one now supersede the old one? Or will it still be using the old one and the new one?
Yeah, I mean, this is a question that honestly we would have wanted, someone from the National Identification Management Commission to clarify for us in details, and hence the reason why we reached out to them. And of course, there was a decline from them, and we're hoping that, subsequently in subsequent days, they might decide to come out and clarify all of this. If possible, definitely would bring the answers to you. So make sure you just stay tuned to Trust TV. We'll definitely bring every update to what is happening. But there's not been a lot of clarification when it comes to that. If the old one would just be dumped and the new one would be used. All we know that at this point, Nigerians are about 200 million, which is just, we're still working on estimation of about 10 years ago. So even at that, this made mention that they can provide at least for 104 million. So we know a lot of Nigerians will not even have. And they made mention also that it's going to start with people that already have the national identification card, which we know a lot of Nigerians do not have it yet. So we would have to wait, subsequently to hear from them on that matter. But there's a bit of confusion of all of that, and the Nigerians already are definitely scared and skeptical about this whole stress of how all of this tend to work. We saw how people suffered. People go as early as 4 a.m., even 3 a.m. to queue for the national ID card. And right now, the Tinubu administration, even though it's wishing for us to, exceed, to reach to a point where we would call ourselves developed countries. And one of the major things that developed countries, other developed countries have been using is, an ID card that carries virtually everything. And it's more easier for you as a person. It's more easier for you. That is a fact. But then we just have to wait and see all of this process. So please go ahead, call us and share your thoughts. Let's hear where your thought is going in all of this. I mean, I've heard people call to make complaints about this, and then there's also a lot of questions. But we would want to hear also, even if you have more questions, share it with us. Let's see if it's something that we can, of course, dissect. All right. Do we have another caller? Good morning.
Good morning.
Yes. Your name and location, please.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning. Your name and location, please.
This is Mr. John from Kaduna.
From Kaduna?
Yes.
Okay, it's good to have you, Mr. John. Go ahead.
Yeah, honestly, we don't know where this country is taking us to. I remember vividly during the
Are you still with us?
Yes, please. During the BVN issue, most of the mistake they made was during that time. Date of birth was changed, and to pay, we have to pay through our nose to correct it. And now they are coming up with another one. Oh, please, they should pity the masses. They should pity the masses. And everything in Nigeria, we pay. And now again, they're coming up with another policy. Please, the people are suffering. The people are suffering. The people are suffering. Please, thank you.
Thank you so much for your thoughts. I mean, Nigerians, after, of course, the complaint about, all of this, there's the stress of it. There is also the talk about the timing, considering the fact that Nigeria is already, facing a lot of economic decline. We're talking about inflation rate has increased really top notch. And with all of that, there is hunger in the land. There is insecurity. That's a question most Nigerians are asking. Is this the right time for this? This seems like a second or even a third class project when the major concentration should be on security. It should be on how to, revive agriculture, which we know security is also affecting, farmers from producing due to the consistent attacks on agricultural villages and all that. All right, so we have another call. Good morning. We lost that call. Please go ahead, call the number on your screen. Let's hear your thoughts on all of this. Trust TV is giving you a platform to share your thoughts, to ask questions. Take up this opportunity. Good morning. Please turn down the volume of your TV set. Yes, good morning. Your name and location, please.
Hello.
We can hear you. Please turn down the volume of your TV set.
Good morning, man. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you. Your name and location, please. Thank you. Today is good.
I am calling from Jalingo.
Okay, it's good to have you from Jalingo. And your name?
Yes, Mr. Sunday Oblega.
Mr. Sunday, go ahead with your thoughts.
So, it's like this government is interested in suffering Nigerians. Every of our policy is not good.
You don't think it's a good policy?
The policy...
Mr. Sunday, are you with us?
Hello?
Yes, we're still with you. Go ahead. You don't think this is a good initiative?
It's not good at all. Yes, I'm still with you.
Are you?
It's not good.
Is the time the issue for you, or the process in general?
The timing and the period and everything is not good. Nigeria is still suffering. The old identity card situation, up to today, many have not registered because of the processes. And the new one, government sees the benefit it has more than the benefit of the citizens. And so, personally, I don't like it because the stress that it will bring upon Nigerians, nobody will be able to withstand it. But because whatever we do, they will still insist on it because somebody will benefit on it somewhere. Well, we are battling with the poor challenge. We are battling with the NEPA challenge. They are still bringing another one because Nigerian leadership government is interested in our suffering only.
All right, Mr. Sunday, thank you so much for your thoughts and details. Honestly, yes, there is still a lot of things, that Nigerians feel, or honestly, that should be, the government's, that should get the government's concentration much more than this. I mean, we know that every minister of the cabinet members, of course, want to prove themselves. So everyone is doing their own job respectively, but then at this point there should be all hands on deck on security, all hands on deck on the economic hardship that Nigerians are facing. That is the major thing right now. And yes, let's be honest, no matter how easy or how the government try to make all of this process easier for Nigerians would definitely still go through it. Even just recently, the NIN connection, we saw how people went in mass to banks, to the NIMSI in order to do all of these things. And the stress has taken a toll on Nigerians. Let's not even forget, currently there is still the queue on, filling stations. All right, we have another caller. Good morning.
Hello.
Yes, good morning. Your name and location, please.
Good morning. I'm Mr. Raymond from Port Harcourt, River State.
Mr. Raymond from River State. Go ahead. Are you with us?
Yes, I want to know. I only use the temporary one. The original has not been given to me since then. So, in this case, what will I do?
Okay, yes, I think a lot of people, have the same, complaints. And I would use myself as an example. I still have the slip, not the card. The first set of people that were able to do it earlier were the ones that, were able to get it. And then the rest of us are still yet to get it. At that point, I think we heard the news about it has to be printed even outside the country and all of that. But I think you're still safe. You've registered. So whenever they say that they want to start this process and you're interested, then of course you can use that slip to get to the next process. Thank you so much for that question. Right now, due to the lack of clarity from the National Identification Commission, rather, there is still a lot of questions, from Nigerians. Good morning. Good morning. Are you with us? Okay, I think the network is affecting this call. Please go. We just have to let you go. There's a lot of people trying to reach us to share their thoughts. So if you're calling, please tone down the volume of your TV or stay away from your TV and share your thoughts, your questions on all of this is. So when we have the opportunities to talk to someone from the commission, they can clarify on all of this. So yes, let's not forget, of course, like I said, this national identification card is something that has been, in existence since 1948 or 1968, and the government have been trying to make sure we just get an advanced card. All right, we have a caller. Good morning.
Good morning, ma'am.
Yes, good morning. It's good to have you. Your name and location, please.
This is Gwanda Kumpera from Kafanchan, Kaduna State.
Okay, it's good to have you from Kafanchan. How is Kafanchan today?
Prevention is good. We had rain, therefore it's very cool.
Okay, so it's good for farmers.
Yeah.
Okay, so go ahead with your thoughts.
It beats my imagination seeing how educated people misrepresent themselves in public domain. For God's sake, how would this thing be? People are hungry, and there was something like that before, and now again they are bringing it back. It's looking like they are creating ways for some other people to make money. In my opinion, they are creating ways to make other people rich. What is the meaning of that? Why do we have these brains in Nigeria? When they get outside of this country, they are celebrated. But whenever they are brought back, or a few that are here, if they are raised to position, you will see a lot of misrepresentation, reputation of things, instead of us going far, far beyond where we are. The same thing that was done many years ago is being repeated, and tomorrow it will be repeated. It makes somebody feel, am I a mistake in Nigeria in the first place? It's bad. It's bad. It's really bad. See how people are hungry and we want to introduce something. Peasant farmers cannot go to the farm. What have they done with security? It's really bad. It's really bad. Thank you. My take on this.
Thank you so much, of course, for your thoughts on this particular situation. I mean, I think Nigerians have made it clear that at this point, it's not their cup of tea. It's not what they really want right now. And honestly, there is that thought, of course, that the last caller shared, which is the money that would be put into this. It's going to be a huge amount of money, even though it has not been announced yet. I mean, they're still in the starting process of how much this would cost. But yes, we still have a lot of places to cover that Nigerians feel is more important. But let's not forget, though, this national identification card is something that should have been, we should have passed this process a long time ago, honestly, because it's one of the things that would definitely make it easy for every person when you own that card, especially a card that can give you, basically everything. And based on what they said, it gives you can connect your bank, just like a bank of your choice. Even if you have multiple bank accounts, you can connect a bank of your choice and include it in this card. So it's a one card for all kind of process, and it tends to give you that safe wherever you go, you can easily use it as identification. All right, we have another caller. Good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Yes, good morning. Your name and location, please.
My name is Abubakar from Niger State.
Okay, it's good to have you from Niger. Go ahead.
Okay, so my opinion here is the timing. And again, I think this is a welcome development, but the 104 million Nigerians, I think it's too low. Okay. This is what my opinion is. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much for calling us. I think Abdulaziz and sharing your thoughts. And yes, that's another angle. The 104 million. Why 104 million? It will be a huge amount to spend, even though they have not released the amount yet. But why concentrating on 104 million when, based on people's estimation right now, Nigeria should be over 200, let's say 300 million, if not even 400 million with all of this. Why should only 104 be the one that the National Identification Management Commission would be able to deliver? It's a small amount compared to the large number of people. So it's like we're starting something, but then it's halfway, we cannot really deliver. And that's another fear of Nigeria, that this has been happening for the longest time. Every president comes with his own plans of us getting a national identification card, and it just goes halfway. It just goes halfway. And the people that were able to even do the recent one, a lot of us still don't even have the card. We still have the slip. So that means the other one has flopped. And then right now there is a new one again coming out. So okay, now we're going to have all, at this point it's like 10 in 1. All right, we have another caller. Good morning.
Hello.
Good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Yes, your name and location, please.
Good morning.
Good morning. It's good to have you. Your name and location, please.
Good morning.
Please, can you turn down the volume of your TV?
My name is Shamsuddin Ahmed. I'm calling from Kaduna State.
Okay, calling from Kaduna. Go ahead with your thoughts.
Calling from Kaduna State.
I think you wait for you. Please, can you turn down the volume of your TV, because you wait to hear my voice through your TV. All right, we lost that caller. I really wanted to hear from you. Please turn down the volume of your TV. You don't need to hear yourself through your TV. This is an important conversation. Let's hear your thoughts. I mean, somebody from the government could be listening to all of this, and this government has prided itself as a government that listens. So let's use the opportunity and not, miss this opportunity to share your thoughts. All right, we have a caller. Good morning. We lost that call. Please go ahead, call the number on your TV screen, and let's hear from you on your thoughts on the new national identity card project.
Good morning.
Good morning. Yes, good morning. Your name and location, please.
Yes, I'm calling from Abuja.
It's good to have you from the nation.
My name is Francis Omori.
Francis. Okay, go ahead with your thoughts.
Yes, like what you are saying, the timing is very, very bad. From one program or the other, from subsidy is gone to light increase, that is a price hike. People are really suffering. The same card, national identity card that they have shown now, some people have, like I'm talking now, I have that card. We were among the first issuance of that card. So what do we do about it? That very card, if you are to see me now as we are talking, I would have shown you mine. So what is the difference from what you are showing to those of us who have and others who not have? And government should be able to know the right thing to do at a particular time. Some people do not have it. Some people are having only the slip, and then this is what they are using in the bank for them to have their accounts done or any other thing done. These things supposed to be well organized as a government. That card that they are showing, I have it among the first batch, printed out so you can use it and slot in your ATM card and have what you want in any account. I have it. So why others have it, others do not have? And now is to inflict things to the things we are already on now in the country. Everything has gone high. People have not recovered from that. Another issue is coming. Even before this one finish, you will see another global program again to Nigerians. It's not fair. All the people that I'm listening that they are calling, they are almost saying the same thing. People are really in pain. We are dying. They don't allow us to breathe. A program that would have been tackled, done once and for all, you see it carrying years upon years on the same issue, that we cannot get it right. Pandemic came with its own. Bandits all over, they cannot be able to trace a bandit. We don't have no database. Nigeria cannot be able to say this is the number of Nigerians, this is what this person is not in Nigeria. You leave that one, you come to the issue of having multiple registration cards, that somebody will use it to do evil and cannot be traced. Nigeria is more than that. So they should be able to let us breathe. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Francis, for that. He said they should let us breathe. I mean, the president's slogan was, let the poor breathe. But Mr. President, it seems, right now Nigerians are saying we are not breathing. You're all choking us. But then, like I said, quickly, the reasons why they say they want to do this is for easy, the data. I think finally this government, this tinubu-led administration wants to have the data compilation of Nigerians, and it is not saying that it only has to be 104, but this is what we are going to start with. And I want to exactly list again those benefits that you get from this card. So it says it would help in planning election, which you don't need your election card. Honestly, it just kept my mind watching your voter's card, rather. Thank you. Your voter's card to go and, of course, use it all the time, and the process. So it's promising, saying that it will make election a bit easier. The stress of election. It also saying that it helps with national planning. It helps with census board. So there won't be need for someone to go to houses and count people one by one. This is something that already the government has your data, and I think based on the plan it will start from the birth registration, which also there's been a decline. People are giving birth, but they are not registering their children in the system. So this is something also that could help through that process. So your child would have his own identity card, like I said, like other countries already have right from birth. Also, it would help with law enforcement, and that's where the security comes in. It's saying, okay, if people should have this, it will be more easier to trace them and their locations. And it also helps with the banking. It promises financial inclusivity, for people that don't even can't go to the bank as often as they want to. This would help you. You have everything at the same time. Even people in the villages, rural areas could also have access to this. It also says about tax collection. When you have that, you don't need, extra auditing and all of that. I think that would make it a bit easier for you. And yes, it says education and judicial system. Education for, say, if the student loan pulls through, things like this could actually help. Your data is all in one. Funny enough, I believe it is a good development, but yes, I am also a Nigerian, so there's always that fear of this is not the right time. This is like a third. There's a first-hand problem. This is a third-hand problem that should be managed after we are assured that we are safe in our country. But then, yes, due to time constraints, this is where we put a stop to the phone conversations. We appreciate everyone who called in to share their thoughts and questions. We appreciate those who even tried but were not able to reach us. And yes, subsequently, we'll definitely bring you an update with this.